That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go. First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 16-yard line. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Tell me what you got. What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 33 in the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's got it to Hilton, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll run for it with Hines, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Nixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. That's a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action with Brissett. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Hey, check 24.
Here's Hines. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mike 51. I got you, boy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
51's the mic. 51.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here's Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jabal Sheard getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up on the late hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. seconds of the first half. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Go. Go. Hatch it. Out.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and very short, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jabal Sheard, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down at the 29-yard line.
Watch the shit.
On first and 10, Brissett. This complete to Jones.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brissett. Complete to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
29 is the Mike 29. It's our field.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They go play action here on first down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now, Nixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is complete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Here we go. Stop your right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Funches has it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Funches. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they got to go for it here on 4th down.
29 is Mike 29.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Flushed out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here we go. Check 13. Check.
Here's Brissett. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Come on, line. Come on, line.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for